Alright guys, so we've been looking at Me and Bobby McGee, great song, Janis Joplin made it famous, and I really covered the first section of that, the intro, the verse, and the chorus fairly well in the first video, so I'll let you guys go over there to look at those sections. Remember that you can use your looping functions and have your tablature, of course, in front of you, and you might want to set loop points, say the intro, get that down first, and then the verse, and then finally do the chorus. And what we're going to cover here in the second video is we're going to go to where they modulate the song up a whole step to the key of A. And the chord forms are a little bit different. The rhythm's basically the same, but the chord forms are different. You may not have noticed or actually played some of these chords before. So let me show you the A really quickly. We're going to be utilizing the first string open and the fifth string open, but the second, third, and fourth strings are going to be being held at the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh frets. So that's going to be our A. Combination of open strings and a bar chord A at the fifth position. Really nice sounding chord. Then we're going to shift to probably the hardest chord to play in this song, which is going to be an E major, but the form we're going to use is a little bit different than you're probably used to. We're going to be holding the fifth fret with the middle finger on the second string, fourth fret with the index on the third, ring finger is going to be on the sixth fret of the fourth string, and little finger is going to have to hold the seventh fret of your fifth string, and the open sixth string is going to be played, and that's your E. Now you might be, where did that come from? It's actually your basic C shape that you would play down here, moved all the way up until we're fretting the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh frets, and that's what they use, so that's what we use here. A little bit hard to grab that. You may have to practice that some, particularly coming from A and then changing it to the E. All right, so I'm going to play, this is verse 2 where they do this, and you're going to hear it. They're just going to ride on that A for a moment. Sounds like this. We actually go through that 8 times with our basic rhythm, which is down, 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 up, 8th and 16th notes, and they just ride that to kind of bring you to that second key, because we've been playing in the key of G, and all of a sudden you have this A chord which is out of key, so they're just kind of bringing your mind to the A key. So let's listen to this. It goes through it slowly. Shifting to our E chord, same rhythm. Trick I did there, I changed that to an A7. The way I did that, I used my little finger to hold the 8th fret of the second string on just the very last time through the rhythm now. That's going to carry us to the D chord. So let me play this section to speed. It sounds like I'm sitting on the A too much at the beginning, but that's because I play it a couple times through before the vocal starts. So listen to the original version of the song and you will hear that happen. So starting on verse 2, A to speed. I carried it past the A7 a little bit. You could just see that we then went to the D chord, regular D chord at the second fret. 4 times, back to A. We're going to pick up on that in the next section. All right, so now we're going to pick up with the D chord that we ended with in the last section. D 4 times. A twice. 4 times. Goes into chorus 2, starting with D, A, point, we're going to play A like 8 times through and then E 8 times through. And we're just going to go back and forth between the A and the E. And this eventually carries the song out until it fades. So that would be the end of our song, the outro, just the A and the E chords as stated before. It's a pretty easy song to learn. The modulation does take a little bit, that second part takes a little bit more to master because of the E chord. So make sure you do practice your E chord, which again is 4th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret on the 3rd string, 4th fret, 5th string, 5th fret, I'm sorry, 2nd string, 5th fret. 4th string is at the 6th fret and 5th string is at the 7th fret. It's a hard chord to grab because we're not used to it, but it is used. So that's just a regular E major chord. I'm using the open E bass note for that chord. As when I'm playing the A, 5th, 6th, and 7th frets of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings respectively, I'm using the open A string for that bass note. And of course we always, when we're playing the D down at the bottom, we're using the open 4th string D for that. So these are basic chords again. I hope you're enjoying this song. Comments in the section below. Make sure you do use slowdown features, looping functions, and the tablature in front of you. And I hope you're enjoying this video. I'm Trent. I'll see you next time.